And 3 days later, they crucified him. Between him coming in and going out, it took 3 days. And so it was the first time being confronted with such things. And it took a while. But when she explained it to me, that's when I understood what projection is. That's when I understood what projection means. Because I've heard the word being thrown around. And I sat down and I said, oh, okay. So if a person is wearing red glasses and I'm wearing yellow glasses, and we go outside and we look at the sky, and I say the sky is yellow, they say the sky is red, we are going to argue. Because I'm telling you from what I'm seeing that it is yellow, and from what you are seeing because of the glasses you're wearing, you are seeing a little bit of red. And so what is going to happen is that we are going to have a conflict and a misunderstanding because you have proof and I have proof. So then we understand that as people, we express, or rather we are a result of our life, our background, our traumas, and that's how we interpret life. And therefore, when a person comes and says, no, this was being done genuinely, this is what was happening, no one would believe that a person would just decide, I want to help people and not gain anything out of it. And from that moment, I stopped trying to explain myself. That moment in its own did so much for me that the previous 3.5 years could not do. And it was not just that. There's so many other things that she unpacked. I had to be transparent in terms of, okay, you also take accountability here. Do this, do that. It really helped and it really assisted. The Bible also says in the book of Proverbs 11 that in the multitude of counsel, there is wisdom or there is safety. But in a place where there is no counsel, a nation will perish. So get help. You cannot do it alone. And I want to say this to those who are introverts. I want to say this to those who are introverts, that when you're an introvert, you love sitting alone, having your own time. When you are in a bad place, you need to make sure that you go out and you talk to somebody. Why? Because there is now a very thin line between you being extremely depressed and being in a position where the devil can end you and you just recharging. And the people in your life might even find it difficult that you are not okay. They might find it difficult to notice that you're not okay because you like being alone anyway. You like spending time alone anyway. And I'm saying this as an introvert. So when you love spending time alone, even the people around you might take time to notice how broken you are because this is what you do. You sit alone, you spend time alone. So if you're an introvert, make sure you seek help. So I advise you, find somebody. The person that I'm talking about is not a child. I believe now they're in their 60s. It's not a child. She's well-traveled. She's ministered outside, been married more than 20 years. There are criteria that I looked for outside of just being spiritual. There are things I looked at outside of just being spiritual. And she became a perfect candidate to talk to me. And someone is saying, what if I get rejection? Yes, there's a possibility. There's a possibility that you try to talk to somebody and they reject you or they're not ready to do it. Do not take offense. At least now you know. Imagine you are depending on somebody on an emergency. You think if you had an emergency, they'll show up, only to find out they wouldn't. So this would be the best time to know who is for you and who is not. Get counsel. I cannot stress this enough. Get counsel. Call somebody, text somebody, sit down with someone, lay out everything. And don't just say your side of the story. Say the truth as it is. Because what's the point of seeking advice if you're just going to say it how you want them to hear it? For them to hear you being clean and no. Say the thing as it is. Let them decide what is right, what is wrong, what you should change, and what you should keep. So get counsel. See you in the next one. Bless you. 3 days later,